Hello, welcome to the weekly review with Sean Serak. I am Sean Keenan Torres here. Of course, I am joined along with.
And it's your boy Serak, the Mike. How's it going this week?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. I can't complain. It's another day above the ground, so it's a good day. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I've been I forgot it was a holiday weekend with Labor Day and all that stuff. I didn't really do much, man. Labor Day is weird to me because it's, a lot of people celebrate it like it's Christmas. Well, when I say Christmas, I mean like a lot of people celebrate it you know, like you get like a week off or something. Like in school, like when you get a Christmas break, you get like a week or two off, whatever. But Labor Day, I mean, you really think about it, it's just one day. Like how much crazier can you go just for having one extra day off? And it just blows my mind. It's like, everybody
Well, it's one day that.
when it's an extra day of partying, it's
Yeah.
you can think of a million things to do. You go super hard. But like if you had like an extra day of work, it's like it's terrible. You know what I mean? That's how you know people hate their jobs. When you get an extra day, you go crazy. But like
Yeah.
any other day, Monday through Friday, it's just like, I hate this, whatever, forget this job. So yeah, man,
But I mean,
those days.
but see, it's one of those things though. It's one of those days like Christmas.
Yeah.
Like the holidays that everyone actually has it off. Some holidays, some people have it off. Not everyone has it off. But Labor Day, even the garbage man have Labor Day off.
Yeah, but
So I mean, that's a good day.
if you work, not well, I guess obviously all government buildings, government jobs are off. But like, for instance, we were open. Bars stay open. Most bars are trying to make money stay open. But that's Labor Day. Well, last year at least, it's usually like slowest days of the year type deal. Everybody's out and about, but the weather was just terrible. It's like you get that.
The weather has been horrible. I've had so many things scheduled to do outside, and every time I try to, literally, it could be 2:00 in the afternoon, it be 1:00 in the afternoon. As soon as I go to reach for the door, it starts pouring down. It's a thunderstorm.
Yeah, and it's not just a thunderstorm; it's like a damn tsunami outside.
Yes, yeah.
No, it's like, is this the one? This is the one that's gonna take us under? So yeah, man, that was early this week, but lately I've been on this like. I've been trying to find. I'm growing my hair back out, by the way. I've been trying to find like my look. Now, what I mean by it, I'm trying to find like that comfortable look to where like I don't really got to put a lot of effort into it. Like I'm tired. I'm tired of getting haircuts every week. I don't
Get a
even
haircut every week.
not every week, but I'm just tired of like my hair just being jacked up, growing back. So I'm just gonna let it grow, and then like I don't shave really. I don't need to shave.
So you have peach fuzz, man.
Yeah,
For a 30-year-old man, you have peach fuzz.
I got like what you would get like under your arms, like when you are like 12 years old, pretty much, but it's on my face. So I'm trying to find my lazy look. Like I think I'm gonna grow my mustache out, just have like that porn stash, and just that's it.
The porn stash. That's your new look, right? The porn stash.
You can't tell that's my upper lip or I got like a caterpillar under my nose or something. So
are you trying to say something about my mustache?
Mine is like, it's like, all right, it's like when you download something and it gets like 90% and then it just stops. Like that's how my facial hair is. Like it just stops at 90% and then I get the spinning wheel of death and you just have to restart the whole thing. So that's what I'm struggling with. And I actually signed up. Well, I didn't sign up. Paige signed me up for well, she didn't sign me up. She got me to do it. So I take it up. I pay for the stuff, but for one of those
I pay for the stuff. I heard you.
Yeah, for one of those like, they send you like outfits and stuff and you just see if you like them and you can send them back, and if you want to keep it, you pay for it. It's called Stitch Fix. And I love it, man, because I struggle.
Yeah.
You heard of it? Yeah. So I struggle with like finding like what to wear. And I'm always like one thing off. Like I had shoes, I had a pants, and then I don't got a shirt to match it. I had a shirt, I had a pants, and I got shoes to match it. So I don't like clothes shopping. Like it drives me insane. Like I
hate clothes shopping. Yeah. I can't stand it.
In my mind, what I think it looks like ain't nowhere what it looks like, somebody else. So it's like a little subscription you pay, just like any type of,
Yeah. So because I looked at it before.
It's great.
And because like I hate going to stores for one. I'm not a shopping person unless I'm going out to buy like a car or a motorcycle or something.
You know what I mean? Like actually has some value to it.
Yeah. I'm not down for the shopping. So, So something like that would fit me great because I hate clothes shopping. I have old clothes.
You get like a, I mean, you get like a quote unquote stylist. I ain't never met the person.
so so how do you like it though? I mean overall, does the clothes fit?
Yeah,
You
it's
know.
only been about 2 months, I think. Yeah, they fit. You try stuff on, and then like you kind of like you in communication with like the person that's styling you. So like,
Yes.
you can make notes and stuff like that. Like say for instance, because everybody body. I mean, a large for ain't a one size fits all type deal. So if you got an athletic build, you let them know. If you more of a dad bod, you let them know. And what I really like is like the quality of like the clothes they send you. And what I mean by that, like the material.
Yeah.
And some of these shirts, I just be like, damn, have I been cheap, the past 10, 15 years? Like, feels great. Like, God, I want to. But yeah, man.
That's how it was when I discovered expensive T-shirts. Like I was that guy who would go out and buy, the 10 for like
The
20
five
for 10 or whatever,
5 for 5
little Fruit Loom things, nothing special, just the T-shirt.
and cotton.
And then I go out, yeah, but then go out and buy like I remember I bought my first T-shirt that was $22. That's expensive as shit. That's crap for a
Right.
T-shirt. But that thing was nice.
This better be like a
It was
T-shirt.
nice.
It's
It
for
was
you.
nice. I mean, I put it on. I didn't want to take it off. I didn't want to take it back off.
And I mean, I'm not gonna like price range. It varies price range, but you actually, I mean, you're paying for the actual quality, and that's what I like.
Yeah. Yeah.
They send you stuff that goes together. So yeah, man, it's been 2 months, and I highly recommend it, man. If you're a guy like me and you just really give no, I was supposed to say, I don't want to swear, but you can really give no f's about going clothes shopping, then hey, check it out. It's not expensive. They always got some deal going, man, and it's something to look into. So yeah, I mean that goes to the whole trying to find my look thing. I mean, I might try to grow my beard out. I look like shit, but whatever, man. It's a work in progress. I see you
True. True.
pink shirt on. Damn, where you?
Yeah. I'm trying to style it. I'm trying to bring some quality to our game.
Oh, you got the orange in the background, the pink shirt. You look. I'm staring at a box of Crayola crayons right now.
Hey, you know what? It's lovely. That's what it's called. It's called being lovely.
That's all good. That's all good. So, yeah, man. Not. I mean, from last week, a few things have changed. Well, as far as story wise, did you see? Speaking of orange, did you see what's going on over in California? God damn! I'm happy I don't live there with the wildfires.
Yes. Did you see the sky? Did you see the sky on fire?
Yeah, that's the orange glow. Like it looked kind of. I mean, obviously pictures probably don't do it justice, but it looked kind of cool. But at the same time, why it looks like that, and it's terrible. And one of my cousins actually went out there to see somebody else, and he took pictures, and I saw, and it looks like I was on Twitter and I seen this girl said it looked like that Blade Runner movie, Blade Runner 20.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Identical. Like listen, I feel bad for the director who shot Blade Runner whenever they did. They would have saved a whole bunch of money if they would have just did it now, did it today.
Yeah.
And like, yo, we don't even got to pay for the effects. This shit is already happening. So
That's true.
I didn't look too much into it, but was that from a gender reveal party? Or maybe I was confused.
The start of the third largest fire in California's history is currently being blamed on a gender reveal party for
So you got to blame somebody.
yeah, you gotta blame somebody. And here's the kicker. So the person who actually put together the explosive, this was an explosive, by the way. This was an actual homemade explosive. How they didn't get charged with building a bomb?
Yeah.
Me. But this person, the woman, she built a device that cut the coloring and all that stuff in it, of course.
Uh-huh.
And what she did was they went out this field out there somewhere in California. By the way, if you live in California and you have fires everywhere around you, why in the world would you think, hey, let's add more fire to it and blow some shit up? Excuse my language. But come on.
It's a baby, babe. It's a baby, man.
I don't care. You cut it to a piece of cake. You cut it to a piece of cake. You can You can pop a balloon. There's a bunch of safe ways of doing this without putting thousands of people's lives at risk. So anyway, so
those become popular just real quick. Like, is this
I
a?
don't know, like within like the last 10 years, I believe.
Yeah,
it's been crazy.
You see the doctor, and he'd be like, "You want to know?" You go, "Yeah, it's a girl." Like, "Oh, great, fantastic, it's a boy, amazing."
Yeah.
Now,
What happened to you? Oh, it's a girl. You just tell people, and it's, oh, hey, and that's it.
you know what would suck? Like, and I don't want to take it to like the dark side. A gender reveal party, and then like you find out what it is, and then like she has like a miscarriage or something, and it's just like, oh god.
That's what they say happened to
Reveal party.
They say that's kind of what, not a gender reveal, but they say being forced to tell someone like about your baby and things like that is kind of like what forced Mariah Carey.
Right.
Mariah Carey doesn't blame her, but doesn't not blame her for having a miscarriage when Ellen tried to get Mariah Carey to take a drink on TV.
Oh, and she was pregnant. Oh,
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, and she ended up having a miscarriage, and it's a whole thing. But yeah, but yeah, if you look at the pictures, and of course we'll have some up there on for our guests to see. San Francisco is on fire. The sky is orange. It is just.
Not talking Alicia Keys. This girl is on fire.
Pretty much. Oh my goodness! I remember 2 years ago they showed on news. It was the entire mountain was on fire, and I thought, oh my god, that is amazing. That's like hell on earth.
Like why? Okay, I was gonna say the question that everyone says. They're gonna say, why do people move out there? But then again, I see why they do. Just like we live here in Florida, and like when it's a hurricane, people be like, why would you move there? But then like,
okay, but we don't get hurricanes every single year.
There, like it's nature, man. It's just gonna happen. You
can't. Hurricanes. On the website iii.org, they say a typical year has 12 named storms.
Oh, that's his speaker going on. What is that? An Alexa?
Yeah, cut that joker off. Oh my goodness.
Alexa, the odds of a hurricane coming tonight. But yeah, man, I feel like there's really nowhere you can live to where like there won't be any natural disasters. So if you live on Earth, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're like,
but I mean, that's what I'm saying though. We don't get hurricanes every single year here. California gets massive wildfires every single year within like the last 7 years, 8 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. I would just like build a lake and just live in the middle of the lake.
I remember when the wildfires in California were like seldom. Like, oh, this is kind of like a one-off thing.
Yeah.
But no, it's now every year there's a massive wildfire.
I used to think, like, remember you used to see like Smokey the Bear commercials? I think that was a joke. I'd be like, yo, wildfires. Like, who the hell's in the forest burning stuff? And then I was just like, oh, I see. I see why Smokey the Bear is pissed every time.
I know, right?
Out his habitat.
What happened to Smokey? I mean, I remember Smokey, and we didn't have these wildfires. Now all of a sudden they retired Smokey, and we have wildfires everywhere.
I assume he was a victim, got caught in one. He couldn't do it anymore. You got to live in the forest, in the wilderness, and if you a bear,
he got caught. He got caught in the Great Yellowstone Fire of 2005.
Like, and you met other bears. Like, where do you live? Oh, I'm in California. Like, oh, you risking it out there, man. Them humans. Yeah. Like you and be a polar bear with the rest of us now. But yeah, man. I don't know, man. Hopefully everybody's safe. I assume if you do live there, like, and you're used to it, like you have, like, there's a plan B. Maybe you have another.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't have another house, and it's just, what do you do?
The insurance, but I know the insurance has got to be through the roof.
Like, you guys protect against forest fires? Like, what were you in California? Like, yeah, we don't. So you should move. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, get far away.
I'm about to start my insurance company just for forest fires. Don't call. Where's Smokey Insurance? Premiums through the roof.
You be broke within your first year.
Oh yeah, I already know.
I mean, no matter how much premium you charge, you be through.
They paying. Yeah, like, why is my premium $100 million? Like, well, stop. Reveal parties and it'll go down. Like,
that's what I'm saying. So yeah, so back to it, right? I got all the way off of that. So back to it. The woman who built the device, going back to the woman who built this device for the gender reveal party.
Uh-huh.
The thing was massive. If you
Was it?
the thing was a massive explosion, and it started now third largest. They're saying that it started the third largest fire in California's history. Here's the thing: the woman now says that they've gone too far. These gender reveal parties and events have gone too far. Lo and behold, she starts a forest fire, and now it's going too far.
Like if you're her neighbor and you got people that don't live there, like, yo, what happened? It was a gender reveal party. Oh, would you having a boy? No, it wasn't mine, but somehow my house got burned.
I know, right? Somehow or another, I got involved, but I wasn't invited.
Yeah, I wasn't invited, but apparently I got gifts anyway, so whatever. Yeah, man, these gender reveals is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand.
Yes, I can't agree more, man. I mean, come on,
Buddy.
just get a little cardboard, do a whole cake thing, cake, a balloon. They're just as surprised with that as they are with a freaking 2-ton explosion out in the middle of California. Both of them work.
My buddy just had he didn't have a baby, but he did have one of the gender reveal parties, and he had just a soccer ball you could kick, and it would just blow up to cover. Yeah, when I say blow up, I mean it wasn't no.
I'm about to say you said the wrong magic word right there.
Yeah, I think it was a girl. I don't remember. I was just looking at his face the whole time.
You are scared out of your flipping mind.
He's a soccer player. Well, he plays soccer. He's not a soccer player. He plays soccer. And he probably was a little Ronaldo or Messi running around, So, I mean, girls play soccer too, so have a little Mrs. Ronaldo.
Have a little Mrs. Ronaldo.
I won't be surprised if a year from now he has another gender reveal party.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what happens. You had the first gender reveal party, basically, hey, she's pregnant, and then you have the second one where it goes, 9 months later, and she's pregnant again. Guess what happened?
Exactly, knock it out, man. You're supposed to knock those kids out. It's like,
shoot, that's what I did. I'm done.
To that. Kids, man, not speaking of kids, but with the, you was getting some stimulus money. I mean, you had a couple kids, you would get some extra money. And I'm just kind of trying to figure out, like, what happened to all the hype about the stimulus checks? I swear to God, back in June, July, it was, front page, top news trending, like, oh, second round. Oh, they, so-and-so is trying to work out a deal for more money. Like, I was like, hell yeah, another round of stimulus check. And it just disappeared. And then now it's just the election. Like, where's my money?
That's how it goes. It was all just it was to get you hyped up. They gave you $1,200, and then they said, we're going to give you another $1,200 eventually.
Maybe.
Not today, not tomorrow. May not be for another 5 years, but you will eventually get that $1,200. I promise you that.
Like, excuse me, Mr. President. I was just wondering if I spent that first $1,200. I'm gonna need another loan, please. Please. I gambled the first one away. Apparently, I thought the Rockets was gonna beat the Lakers, and they did it. So,
with some people buying, boats and Lamborghinis and things with their $1,200.
People was buying some dumb shit.
Yes,
like
definitely.
What's that guy down in Miami? He got arrested. He didn't do the stimulus. He got the payment.
What? Oh, the guy, he had a boat and some other stuff.
Yeah, you don't think somebody gonna notice that? Like, wait, we in a pandemic and somehow you got richer?
Yeah.
More stuff? Like, how? What type of plan you got?
Didn't I just loan you $100 last week?
Yeah, right?
And today you have a 2020 Beechcraft boat? What's going on?
Where'd you get that yacht from? Michael Jackson and them. But yeah, man, I hate seeing people that owe you money get money and they act like they don't owe you money. So
oh yes, I hate that. Oh my God,
freaking Corona, man. I'm trying to get this Corona stimulus check.
Man, I am too. I mean, shoot, I don't need it, but I want it. If that makes any sense, people. If the government's gonna give away some free money, because I say free because we already paid for it, so therefore to me it's free money. Yeah, we already paid for it. Our taxes paid for it.
Anyway, I'm paying for it. I'm paying taxes. I think I'm paying taxes. I don't know.
Listen, if you have a job, you paying taxes.
I'll worry about that in April. That's how
in April.
my problem. Like, I don't know. I'll just worry about that later.
When it comes time to worry about it, you'll worry about it, right? That's the plan.
Siri.
So April so April 13th is when you actually get worried.
Yeah, well, they pushed the tax. Well, this year was what, July?
Oh yeah, this year was all the way to July.
Yeah,
crazy.
that's yeah.
But it doesn't matter that was pushed. You know, you get off a little bit. It doesn't matter that was pushed because if you try to call the IRS, which I have been trying to get a hold of them for
You can call the IRS
months now.
but do they answer?
No. There's a recording that says, it says, thank you for calling the IRS. We are too busy to assist you right now.
Yeah.
Please call again later. Click.
I wonder, like,
Hangs
if
up on you.
even works there. Like, if you go to like the actual IRS building and you go inside and it's like mannequins just sitting at a desk on fake computers, not even moving.
They say the local office here, that the actual office is closed, that they're working from home.
Yeah, they probably got like like, you know how the NBA has like the digital fans. They probably got digital workers that's not even working, just sitting there. Yeah.
Well, just think about it. Okay, so you're all working
with like cell phones up to the ear, like they actually talking to customers. Like, yeah, but you can't hear anything.
So we got all these guys working from home, right? All these IRS people working from home with our money, basically. They got workers for our money. Who's to know they're doing something wrong now? Because no one's watching over their shoulders now. They're at home.
Yeah, but they got like, even like any work from home, you're always on like the whatever server they put you on. They can monitor.
Yeah, that's
monitor what you're doing, and
That's fine.
Who's monitoring the IT guys? You see what I'm
saying? But what about this part? What if they just start writing down social security numbers and they say, you know what, I'm broke this week?
You can't do that.
I'm just saying.
But you are almost 120% guaranteed to get caught. And
How? If you're like, I'll just pass this social security number around to my friends, and then they'll pass it around to their friends, and then none of us gonna get caught in fraud because there's just too much going around, and I got my stuff.
The IRS knows everything. They just.
That is true. That is true. They'll find you no matter where you are.
Honestly, I'm not surprised I haven't got a call. I was like, hey, is this Serak? Like, who's asking? Like, listen, we know it's you. We just have to say that. But 15 years ago, looks like you said you had one dependent. Like, what the? Like, that's how they get you, man. It never goes.
It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't. They follow you. They'll find you, and it'll be like, oh, I've had to deal with the IRS two more times than I've ever been to my entire life. That's 2 times. Never wanted to deal with them. It sucked dealing with them. And guess who won at the end of the day?
They did.
They did.
Of course.
Every single time.
Accept it. It's just
even if I was right, which I was, they still win.
It's just like when like Division I schools like Alabama pays like the little schools to play. You have to accept that butt whipping. Like,
oh yeah,
you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win.
Unless you're my team, Clemson, you know. Cause
yeah. You get on the phone. Like, I remember I used to have to deal with.
Oh,
go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish it off.
I used to have to deal with crazy clients, and like, you know, you got before they start arguing, you just got to have that discussion. Like, listen, man, this can go one way or this can go the other way. You argue with me, I'm either gonna hang up or you never gonna get what you need done. But if you cool, maybe we can work some out. And that works in every type of customer service situation, man. If you're just nice, even if you're pissed off and you see in red, like if you're just nice, say thank you.
That's true.
Say yes, sir, no, sir, welcome, ma'am, please, can you guys try? That's okay. They will go over and beyond to try to help you. And it doesn't work all the time, but it works probably at least half in my experience.
Depends on the company, because I mean, man, I'm sure if you call Trump Tower right now, they'd probably be like, we can't help you. I don't care how nice you are, bitch. You ain't getting.
If you call in a hotline to where like they just keep transferring you, that's the only reason. That's the only time I get mad. I'm like, listen, you're the fourth person I'm gonna have to tell this story to. Please stop transferring me. Like, I would just say, like, I do not want to be put on hold. Do not transfer me. I'd rather you just hang up on me and say, good luck, making me wait on hold. It's, oh, man. That's bad for the people on the other end because they probably deal with that shit all day long.
Speaking of schools, real quick, this wasn't even one I wanted to bring up. He's mentioned it, and I thought about it. So you hear about what Michigan Dearborn did? Michigan
Dearborn? Why you got to ask? I'm from Michigan. I'm supposed to know everything that happened.
Oh, yes, because you're a Michigan fan. This is all about you, my brother.
Michigan Dearborn. All right, they probably did something stupid, but go ahead.
Oh, they did something stupid. They did the stupid. So apparently they decided to have a virtual town hall.
A virtual town hall?
A virtual town hall.
You lagging a lot.
But
it's like lagging right now. No, you're
so with that virtual, so what they did was they put out 2 flyers. One says town hall for non-people of color. People who do not identify as a person of color or as a descendant of
but white people only.
Pretty much. And then they sent out another one that said for indigenous and people of color. They sent out another flyer for another town hall for indigenous and people of color, if you identify as those. And they sent those 2 flyers out thinking it was going to be just fine.
Yeah. You know, I can't speak on behalf on, you know, my native people up in the.
Yeah. They should know better. This is Michigan, man. You got Detroit up there.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, man. It's like, it's Detroit, it's Flint. I mean, it's from Grand Rapids, I guess that's where I'm from. But it's not bad. I love honestly. I'm never throwing where I'm from or the city under the bus or anything like that. It's great. It made me who I am. It's it's where I grew up. But there is some bonehead stuff that happens. As far as Dearborn, I can't speak on them. I've never even been to Dearborn, and for obvious reasons. But
it's still part of Michigan, though. Still part of the University of Michigan.
That's like we can't speak on what people do down in Miami. They could actually a whole nother state, pretty much by itself, or in Disney. Mickey Mouse, got rape charges. I can't speak on that. He wearing gloves. I mean,
you have something to tell me that I don't know?
If you see anybody who wear gloves all the time, they ain't up to no good, right? I want to see what his hands look like.
The fact that he wears gloves all the time and they don't get dirty.
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
And people,
that's the thing.
Mickey Mouse, man, he a rat, man. They say he a mouse, but he a rat. Trust me. I know a rat when I see one. Them ears, the nose, the pants. He got overalls on and no shirt.
Do you really think either one of them are actually cute, though, a rat or a mouse? Or are they both just rodents?
They both rodents. I think are, they're valued more because you can experiment on them, I guess. And
that's what I'm saying. Like, what, for feeding snakes? How they value more?
I mean, from my perspective, yeah, they're valued more. From the mouse perspective, they pissed off. Like, yo, why can't you dissect the rat? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Like, damn, trying to corona. That's a human problem.
I mean, we probably kill a few million rats a year.
And then like the animal
or mice.
The animal activists, they never tripping about mice.
No, they don't.
You don't never see
the foxes or the skunks or stuff. Not a mouse.
You see one of those sad commercials at 4 a.m. in the morning about mice and rats. Nah, it's always about dogs and cats and all types of pets you can bring in. But you can have a rat as a pet. You can have a mouse as a pet. They don't get no love. Like imagine like one of those PETA commercials, but with mice. And like, but they get tested on. You see people with lab coats just poking them and stuff, and you see mouse mazes and rat race. Like, brutal. That is brutal. I'm signing up this petition. Free the mice. Free the mice. Oh man, I lost. Talk about.
Have you heard Juicy Smollett latest thing?
I don't know how to. Is it Juicy?
I think it might be Juicy Smollett. It might be Juicy Smollett. It might be Juicy
French, right?
Small fruit. I don't know.
Is he French?
No, well, he's not French. His name might be.
Not French? I was
watching. I don't think so.
The Dave Chappelle, like the stand-up when he was talking about him. I thought he said he was French. I guess.
I don't know. But basically, he's saying that he's innocent. Still, he went on the interview.
Listen, I know they video, and I know they recorded me confessing, but I'm innocent.
That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. He is saying. I mean, this is what he says. This is what he tells TMZ. He says, Juicy's tells activist Mark Lamont Hill he doesn't believe the city of Chicago or law enforcement will ever stop going after him, and he believes they're trying to make an example out of him, even though he claims he didn't do what he's accused of doing.
Look, enemy one. He lied, man. He got caught lying. It happens. It sucks that he used race to bait.
He's saying that it was doctored.
It was. He had two Nigerians beat him up. Like
yeah.
People in Nigeria, mind right now. Like, why do y'all keep using us
I know.
to scheme you and beat you up? Like, no.
You all the way across the water and you're blaming us.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Come on.
2 Russian dudes. Yeah, they robbed me. And I think one dude was from Thailand. I'm not sure, and I'm pretty sure I heard an Australian accent as well.
There, see, that would have been better. That would have been better. Or you know what you could have done instead of having them come out there and not dressed up as anything. I don't know, put a coat on them, put a hat on them, at least somewhat disguise them.
And this some more attention from what, Fox, whatever, whoever.
Yeah, it was basically get his check higher.
Jesse Smollett.
Yeah, he wanted more. Now, here's the thing: we don't actually know how much he was getting paid. So I bet you he was probably making a pretty decent paycheck, and he just got mad because other people in the show.
Public. Is it? Can you view that publicly, like their contracts?
Only if they
some athlete
put it out there.
Athletes, I don't know.
Oh, trust me. If you're an athlete and you get a contract, $280 million, are you really gonna keep that to yourself?
News. I'd be like, damn.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like your paycheck was.
It's how much I just got paid. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I just got this job, and then 5 minutes later, like you turn on TV and you see at the bottom ticker, breaking news. Serak got this job. This is how much his salary is, and this is where you can find him, and this is his phone number.
Pretty much.
In case you wanna, try some.
I know. I'll be like, look, fine, I got you.
Like it should be like a kind of like a waiting period. Like say for instance, Deshaun Watson just signed a contract. I forgot how much it was, but it should be like he signs a contract, and then like 2 weeks later they can announce it. So then that gives him time to get the hell out of wherever he's at, so he don't get bombarded by phones and emails. It gives him enough time to change his phone number, change his address, change his email, change his location. So you should have a grace period to get the hell out of pretty much.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson just signed a 4-year deal for $160 million. Actually, a really good deal.
That's a lot of money, man.
That's actually a really good deal. That's actually the second largest deal in NFL history, behind Patrick Mahomes' 12-year for $503.
Like, they deserve it. Honestly, I was gonna say,
yes.
That's a lot of money to pay one person, but
it is
hard, and contracts are just gonna get bigger and bigger. I guarantee.
Yeah, I'm not knocking them.
Years from now,
I want a contract like that. That's all.
10 years from now, starting quarterback on a good team with potential. I won't be surprised if these are like $1 billion contracts from 10 years from now. Hey, you play with us 10-year $1 billion contract. Boom.
It's funny how inflation works for everything but the everyday worker's paycheck.
The broke people.
Yeah, it's funny how inflation works for everything else, even on something that shouldn't really work on. Like, how does inflation affect football or even basketball on the field?
Everything, the price of stuff goes up. There's
okay, but you can still pay a football player or a basketball player $90 million from 5 years ago, and it still count as $90 million today.
Yeah, well, I mean, inflation doesn't. It's not that. That's the thing. Like, I know it seems like what people say. Oh, when I was a kid in 1960, I can get a can of Coke for a quarter. But people forget 1960 was 60 years ago. Like, it wasn't like it was. It always seems like, because.
Actually, that's not that long ago.
Well, I grew up in the 2000s pretty much. I mean, I was born in 89.
Yeah. You're youngin'.
Remember is in the 2000s. So like, the 90s always seemed like, oh, just a couple of years back, but it's 2020 now, The 90s, even 1999 is, 20 years ago. So, or year 2000. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about, but the year 2000. But yeah, man, I mean, it's going to keep going up. And the thing is, the more money you make or have, the greater the compounding, pretty much, right?
Oh, of course. I mean,
that's gonna be like 30 million, but if you got like $10, it ain't gonna be the same. It ain't gonna be $30. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. What I'm saying is, what is the product that they are making to cause inflation?
Tell me, like, well, money. I'm pretty sure more money in circulation causes the value of
that's the product that football is making.
Like,
is
think of it like diamonds, right? If the diamonds weren't valuable or rare, and everybody had them, they wouldn't cost as much.
But diamonds aren't as rare as we thought. Remember, diamonds are actually pretty.
I mean, I'm just
substantially out there. It's just they're held back, so the price of diamonds are held at. A lot of diamonds are held back, so the price of diamonds stay at an inflated rate.
Right, and I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Though you could say the same thing with money. That's why when they print money, they don't just do it every day. Even though they can just make the shit out of thin air. But that's a whole nother story.
Venezuela.
Less valuable unless you have a lot of something that's really valuable.
Yeah, I'm just saying. And I love sports. I'm just trying to figure out why does the everyday worker who's making something that changes year by year, like say a car or a house or whatever,
right?
Those things have changed and more materials are required, more things have went into them to cause that vehicle or whatever to cost more. But that worker's paycheck hardly ever goes up. But now on the football field, the football, the yard, the players' uniforms, for the most part, none of that has changed in like the last 30, 40 years.
Yeah, but you got, it's more fans, it's more popularity, it's the thing, and you also have an agent that negotiates your contract, and the problem is
the agent is the thing.
But with everyday workers, a lot of them are not financially literate, if that makes sense. Like most people just know, go to work, get paid, save, buy a house, live.
If you make enough money to save, that's the thing.
Basically, or paycheck, or whatever the situation is, and they kind of have to stay that way, because if most people are smart enough to figure out that, hey, there's a different route to do this in a more financially advantages you can take control over to get where you need to be, then we'd be having a different conversation. But most people don't, man. Like, people strive to work for a company, to work for to literally live out someone else's dream, right?
Yeah.
Crazy. Like, you're like, oh man, I really want this job at Google, but nobody wants to be the person to make the next Google or be their competitor. And because it's easy to do, it's extremely hard and extremely rare. But the more people with that mindset, there's gonna be someone who falls through the cracks that does it, or makes it. So, yeah, man, there has to be poor people for there to be rich people.
Oh yeah, there does, but it doesn't have to be extreme poor. That's the thing. We can.
That part is though. Gap is just gonna keep growing. It's gonna get worse and worse. The poor are gonna be stupid poor, and the rich are gonna be damn near gods.
They are stupid rich already. I mean, come on, we can call a spade a spade. They're stupid rich already.
You get dumber than this.
I mean,
you said $1 trillion? No. Hey, my buddy Jeff Bezos has 500 trillion. That's how it's going.
That's what I'm saying. That's what him. He's a country. Yeah. There's countries that don't have as much money as he has.
Well, yeah, but we're the ones that are feeding it. Like you can't be jealous of Jeff Bezos and then also have an Amazon account at the same time. Like that's such.
The two are not mutually exclusive. You can have both.
You're paying for a service that's funding
because he had already monopolized it. So you're paying because it's already a monopoly. So you have no choice but to pay that monopoly.
You do have a choice. You don't have to subscribe to Prime or buy stuff off Amazon. There's plenty of other websites you could use. But
yes, but you can't find everything you need because Amazon took out a lot of those stores.
You can. It's just harder to find. And most people, when you have to work a little bit harder to find something, they take the easy route. Hell, I mean, everything in technology that we're advancing is literally made to make life simpler. Make it easier and quicker. Like your phone, right? Remember back in the day, you had to dial the I don't know what the hell you call it, the circle thing. And, that shit took forever.
The circle thing. He's
like leave the house. You had to be home.
It's called a rotary phone. He said the circle thing.
Basically. So, you had to be home to make a call. And then they came out with the cordless phone, so you can walk around the house a little bit. You can't get too far from, the actual, the plug. But that was to make it simpler, more convenient. Then you got the cell phone. Now you can be somewhere completely, other side of the world if you want to, and still make that same phone call quicker, better, texting, faster. Pretty soon, like, you're just going to slap the side of your head and it's going to make a phone call.
They've been working on that, actually. They've actually been working on the implant for a long time.
Listen, I'm all for technology. I support any type of advancement to make my life easier. Shoot.
Oh no, I'm all for tech. Believe I'm all for tech.
I'm all for tech, baby.
Yeah.
I love Tesla. I'm bought in 100%. They gonna take over the world.
No, I think there's gonna be Tesla's good, but I think there's gonna be another electric car company to
Not just cars though. They're energy efficient.
No, I'm only specifically saying cars. I'm not saying all of Tesla, but I think there's gonna be another electric car company
Inevitable.
that's gonna knock Tesla out the water as far as their cars go.
There's always gonna be competitors, but that's just like Nokia trying to compete with Apple. Yeah, they'll have a few customers, but
Nokia used to kill Apple though.
Used to until Apple and just destroyed everybody who even questioned them. So
if you were no, I mean we gotta get to Florida, but if you were Nokia or Motorola from back in the day, you were the two top dogs of the cell phone game for decades. And all of a sudden, Samsung and Google come in and say, or Samsung and Apple come in and say, oh, you know what? We're gonna put a screen on our phone, and that's gonna be the new phone. Here you go. Well, how pissed off would you be as those company heads say, why didn't we do that?
You can't be mad at that.
Oh, come on. If you're the company head of Motorola or Nokia, come on.
You got to understand, like Apple is also taking a risk. They're doing something that nobody's ever seen. It's come brand new. It's it's their brand. I mean, it could have easily flopped. People are like, this is stupid. Like, why do I want dirty fingers all over a screen and glass I could break easily?
But which one would you rather have take the risk though? The phone companies that's been making phones for years, or a computer company that has never made a phone before?
Well, definitely the computer company, because the thing is, the Motorola or whoever that's been doing it for a while, they get stuck in their own old ways. Like for instance, it always takes
BlackBerry
company to break through it with some new technology, and then after a while, everybody else starts to get on board. Like
no, I agree. I mean, that's the same thing with BlackBerry. What I'm questioning is, how pissed off do you think they were?
I don't think they were mad. They probably would just. You can't be mad at it.
I bet you they fired most of their R&D department.
No, why would you?
I bet you they did.
But they got them to where they were. You can't just fire them because they didn't think of the next greatest idea.
They got them to where you were, and then all of a sudden they were stagnant for like 5 years, no new innovation. All of a sudden, here comes Apple. Hey, we have a new phone with a screen on it. Here you go.
Yeah, but like, it's nobody.
I would
happen if we didn't know.
My R&D department would have been held to I would have held them to the
fired them for the
fire. I'd be like, are you serious right now? How are you gonna come in here and I gotta deal with this company that has an apple for a logo with a bite out of it, and I gotta go challenge these people? We've been making phones since the 70s, and I gotta worry about an apple with a bite out of it from a company that's going bankrupt twice already? Come on.
Still around. All right, they're not competing like they probably used to, but and you gotta understand with Apple, man, like that's, even though it seems like everybody has an iPhone, but majority of the world has Android, to be honest with you. I think when we kind of think that every place has what we have, or know what we know, or do what we do, but that's not true, man. Like you go to other countries,
majority of the world is definitely Android.
Androids, man, they don't have some countries don't even got internet. What the hell they want to iPhone for? You know what I mean? They need something just to talk to somebody real quick and get the hell. So it's don't be, I guess, blinded by the hype we see.
Those countries have internet. I've not been to a country.
Well, I know they have internet, but I'm saying, but like
I've been in like some third world countries and they have internet.
Everybody having an iPhone in certain, even second world countries, it's not a priority for them, I guess.
It is. Yeah, it is.
It's not.
It really is. Oh, yes, it is. They can get, but see, here's the trick. Here's the tip. We gotta go buy an iPhone for $1,000 here. Over there, you go ahead and pay roughly around what equates about $150. Same phone.
No.
Yeah, trust me.
It's
no, it's not that. I'm telling you, when you're over and when you're deployed, I've done it. You can get a phone for about 75% cheaper in country than you can here in the States.
You're buying it from like the manufacturer, you got like some type of connect, but
they don't buy. That's the thing. These are street vendors selling these things. So how they get them, I have no idea. But these are street vendors selling.
Listen, if I went to another country and no specific country, and they try to sell me an iPhone 12 for $150, I'm not buying it. My red flag.
You're in a war zone. You're in a war zone. You're gonna buy it.
Why is this $150? How did you get it? Am I going?
Because you're in a war zone.
Is it?
You don't have an Apple store in Iraq.
As soon as I get to America, they gonna break my fucking phone. You know what I mean? Like it's
so more. No, it's not. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no Apple experience in Iraq or Afghanistan. You're not gonna find an Apple store.
All right, listen.
The only way to get it.
You next person we interview, we're gonna find somebody straight from Iraq, a live feed, and like, hey man, y'all get that new iPhone 11? They're like, what the hell?
I bet you they already have it. I bet you they do.
You're like, what are you talking about?
And that's it. I mean, all I gotta do is I got a buddy who's deployed right now. All I gotta do is ask him.
Hey, so think about they just announced that they're coming out with the iPhone 6 over here. They about 6 years behind.
Shoot, no, I guarantee you they probably are. If they don't already have it, they will have it the day it's announced.
We're gonna hit them up. We're gonna see.
It's crazy. So anyway, it's time for What to Florida.
All right, let's get it.
All right. Are you ready for What to Florida? So I'm gonna run down what Florida is for those of you who have not played the game before. We are going to separate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read 3 different stories. Out of these 3 different stories, they happen all in Florida. They either happen in North Florida, Middle Florida, South Florida. What I mean by North Florida, Middle Florida, South Florida is I've broken Florida up into 3 parts. You have North Florida, which is Jacksonville to Pensacola. You have Middle Florida, Central Florida, which is Ocala, Orlando. Even us, because my co-host seems to think that, Tampa is in Central Florida, but whatever. And then you also have South Florida, which is everything below us, including Miami and, everything below I-4. So with that being said, let's get to it.
I got a stomach ache. I don't know why. I think I'm allergic to bananas. If my stomach feels like I ate a banana.
Allergic to that's an odd allergy.
It is, and it was like an acquired allergy. Like I wasn't always like this the past 10 years. As soon as I moved to Florida, I was allergic to bananas for some reason.
That's
this place is cursed.
It
is cursed.
All right. Drunken Florida man tells cops he's Jason Bourne. Know who Jason Bourne is?
Yeah, from
Matt Damon.
No, I don't know who he is. No, I know he is.
All right. So apparently Florida man said he wanted to tell people he was Jason Bourne.
He can be
Florida man. So what?
I mean, Jason is a hella common name. I mean, last name Bourne. I mean, that's the only red. Then I'm like, you're Jason Bourne, but you could be Jason. Jason.
There's more to the story. A Florida man who was arrested after causing. Sorry, I was written wrong. Who was arrested after causing a ruckus in a Tampa library? Oh, I kind of gave that away.
You must. Oh,
hey,
Toby,
you know what?
A Florida.
I sure did.
Oh God! All right, we just gonna scrub that one.
Scrub that one.
Let me guess.
And leads federal local authorities on a jet ski chase. High-speed jet ski chase. A man who was wanted by U.S. Marshals is in custody after leading authorities on a jet ski case Monday morning.
All right.
Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission said a man on a jet ski fled from authorities after being pulled over near the Holiver Sandbar.
Oh man, you're giving every story away. All right.
This is the easy one.
Okay.
That's the easy one. You won't get the last one though, but that was the easy one.
We'll see. 2 for 2.
Maybe. Florida man uses $4 million in COVID relief to buy a Lamborghini. That's what
I was talking about. That story.
There's 2 different stories. There's one with the boat and there's one Lamborghini.
It's the same place.
It's the. You think it's the same place?
We gonna scratch this one to Florida. He told me the answers for the first 2, and then the third one.
I didn't tell you the answer to the first one. To the second one. You seem to think you know that where it's at, even though I said they're won by U.S. Marshals.
Oh, the third one?
The second one.
Oh.
The third one.
Oliver Sandbar.
Do you know where the Oliver Sandbar is? Okay, then.
Somewhere in the water. I don't know. All right. So the first one, obviously.
Right.
The second one, I'm going to skip for now. The third one is Miami. And back to the second one, I'm going to say Oliver Sandbar. That's probably South Florida, too. Might as well be.
Going to go 3 for 3?
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah, 3 for 3, all of them in Miami. Miami was off Monday. He finally got a 3 for 3. I gave him an easy one, and he finally got him right. I guess I can't be easy next time.
Somewhere to be.
Pretty much, I did.
Where the sandbar, it was to get chased by some jet skis, and the shark was there. Man, all right, that's all right though. You got to run the class.
Yeah, I gotta go.
You have class?
So, yeah,
Are they online?
Not this class. This class is computer repair.
Computer repair? Damn, what'd you do?
Hands on.
You break something?
Yeah. No, this is so I can learn how to take care of all our equipment, so we don't have to pay someone to do it.
Insurance class, just in case I break some stuff. Nah,
Pretty much.
that's pretty cool. Let me know how it goes. I was always
All right,
how this MacBook works, but with Apple though, bunch of punks. If you touch anything or take anything apart,
boys to warranty.
What type of mess is that?
Yep. Yeah.
What is
we went over that in class last week.
Yeah. Oh well, forget about it. Anyway,
but yes, this is our show. We want to thank everyone for listening. Thank you for joining in and checking out the weekly review at Sean and Serak. I am Sean Akina Torres.
And it's your boy Serak and Mike. We will catch you guys next week, depending on when you listen to this, because if it's a holiday weekend, then we ain't talking to you. I'm kidding. Take care, you guys.
Thank you for listening. Hey everyone, this is Sean Akina Torres.
And it's your boy Serak and Mike.
We just want to remind you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button for us.
Please subscribe, like, share. But if you don't like, obviously, don't do any of that stuff because we don't want no fakes out there. Just kidding.
There's no why you don't like it.
We love the support. Yeah, man, definitely hit that like button, subscribe. We'll see you soon.